Welcome to this presentation on the Initech Bird Flight Diverter BFD 88. Eskom approached innovative technologies with a request that we develop a bird flight diverter due to our 35 years of experience in manufacturing aircraft warning spheres. This slide shows a bird that was burnt after a collision with a line. These collisions impact on network performance and outage costs. The Endangered Wildlife Trust rightfully insisted that Eskom take steps to limit the slaughter of birds caused by the presence of power lines. The plastic bird diverters previously fitted were perishing and breaking, and for years have not been effective. The cost to Eskom and to the birds during these years has been enormous. These unsightly, perished diverters have been left on the line because it would be dangerous and costly to remove them. From what you see here, it is obvious that any diverter fitted to the line should never fail or perish and should last as long as the line. Our R&D program started with research into avian vision. A bird's vision is similar to ours, although considerably more acute, in that we spot shiny objects as readily as birds do. However, unlike us, birds are sensitive to ultraviolet light. An object that reflects UV light is more visible to birds than a colored object. A bird flapper is only effective when the wind is blowing. During the calm conditions that often exist during sunrise and sunset, when birds are flying to and from their feeding areas, a flapper is not very effective. From this research, it was obvious that a bird flight diverter should be reflective and require that movement is not necessary. A spherical shape reflects any available light in all directions and is therefore highly visible to birds. Research showed that for the best results, a bird flight diverter should be a reflective sphere. Sunlight contains UV light. Here we see the BFD 88 reflecting sunlight. The UV component of this reflected light is invisible to us. However, a bird would see not only the bright reflection that we see, but also a very strong UV reflection. The reflective spheres do not require direct sunlight and are effective when it is overcast and at sunrise and sunset. When viewed during these low light conditions, a power line is invisible. However, the sphere is particularly visible, especially against dark backgrounds such as trees or high ground. The BFD 88 is highly visible in the bright South African sunlight. Chris van Rooyen of the Endangered Wildlife Trust took these photographs after sunset at Joburg Zoo. The reflective spheres can be seen easily. If you look carefully, you may be able to see the red and white plastic flappers between the spheres. We experimented with chrome-plated and vacuum metallized spheres. However, the only material that can meet all of the stringent requirements of a bird flight diverter is stainless steel. This versatile material ideally meets all of the requirements, which are ease of manufacture, high reflectivity, and a lifespan that will exceed that of the line that it is fitted to. As an additional bonus, the stainless steel spheres look good and complement the Eskom lines. All of us are concerned about the environment and the well-being of animals. When your attention is drawn to a string of shiny spots of light under the power lines, you know that Eskom is doing everything in its power to limit the possibility of birds flying into these lines. Tests have shown that a full sphere is not required. The amounted curvature on the BFD 88 produces a reflection for all bird flight angles. The requirements for the attaching system are very stringent. It must not damage the line. It must not rotate around the line. It must not slide along the line. It must not be damaged by line vibration. During testing at TSI, the 12 mm diameter mild steel rod attaching the BFD 88 to the vibration machine sheared due to the vibration. The BFD 88 was undamaged. It must not produce corona or radio frequency interference at the line voltage. The BFD 88 was tested by Rion Roots at the National Electrical Test Facility and was found to produce no corona or electromagnetic interference up to 88 kV. This is the reason for the 88 in the BFD 88 name. It must last as long as the line. It must be earthed to the line. It must be quick and easy to fit even to a live line using a link stick, cherry picker, bicycle or helicopter. There must be no chance of galvanic cell reaction between the crimp and the line. The crimp is made from marine-grade aluminium. The black strip is conductive rubber. The double-sided tape shown is used in the aerospace and automotive industries, as well as in other safety-critical applications, such as the manufacture of elevators. This tape has been proved to last in harsh environments for over 40 years. This crimp will last as long as the line and is far superior to any other bird diverter or flapper attaching method. The applicator shown was developed to enable the BFD 88 to be fitted to a live line using a link stick. The applicator and the blue pneumatic hose have been approved for live line use. The same device can be used from a cherry picker, bicycle or helicopter. As you can see, the BFD 88 is easily fitted into the jaws of the applicator. When in position over the line, the applicator is pressurized and the BFD 88 is crimped securely to the line. The applicator is then easily removed. After fitting the last diverter, 5 meters is paced off. The next BFD 88 is fitted to the applicator. The crimp is placed in position over the line. The pneumatic pressure is applied and the crimp is set. The applicator is then removed. Recently, over 300 BFD 88s were fitted to a line at Fleming near Veldrift on the west coast. Another photo showing live line work at Veldrift. As you can see, even live line work when standing in water is not a problem. Alveco Schroeder, the leader of the fitting crew, had this to say after the completion of the job. I have installed all kinds of bird flappers and diverters, but this type is the best by far. Installation is very easy and quick. I spoke to the landowner. Between us we will monitor the situation. Not the best photo because the old broken ones spoil the new ones. Thanks, Alveco. Vredenburg, TSC. The BFD 88 and applicator are covered by various patents. Innovative Technologies took the initiative and developed the best bird flight diverter in the world. The BFD 88 is manufactured by South Africans for South Africa using local stainless steel.